Feature Friday.
The freshest.
The next one.
The next one, I'm just out here trying to look for fetch it.
2002.
2002.
Yes, well, well
okay.
done. So we're going further back in time.
Okay, well, this was totally unintentional.
And this is Sonu Nigam and
With
A.R.Rahman.
Let's go.
Saathiya, Saathiya.
So I'd imagine a very complex composition.
Oh my god, I used to have that t-shirt.
No, you didn't.
Yes, 2002 was all about the sun and moon in this particular style. I had plenty of stuff
Okay,
in
but
those.
not that red top though. I don't imagine you with that red top.
How would you remember? You were like what? 3 years old?
4.
Okay, dumb. Look at the time.
Whoops.
He's talking
Bullshit
bullshit
time.
again. Okay, continue. I didn't mean to like make you sound bad, but it was the fashion. Okay. Oh, environment. Wow. That's what I love A.R.Rahman's compositions, because they manage to make the room of like what do you call the revering of the engine the same key.
Functioners. Yeah, he really passes attention. Play it again.
It's in the same key. That's brilliant music composing. And this is why A.R. is so good. Not to be a pain in the butt, but if you listen to the song and close your eyes, the whole picture is depicted. Like that's what, like, the layering of levels of musical composition come into such a brilliant extent here. He pays attention to how can I tell the story with instrumental layering, and the complementary aspect is the lyricism. Like you could pay it literally. You could see the whole picture play out in your mind without even looking at the video, and that is brilliant. I mean, I just don't have a word for
Truly
it.
a
But
skill. I think it probably comes from the idea of identifying the details rather than letting the details.
be only part of the visual aid.
Yeah, right. Because, visually there's so many. I mean, put the big picture up. There's so many details and things going on. I mean, for example, the cascade, right?
Yes.
That could be the
Cherry
overflowing
blossom.
cherry blossom, but also the greens and the browns and the whites and the transparency of water. There's so much at play visually,
Yes.
and not many composers gonna have the capability of being able.
Musically speaking, depicting that picture.
Well, I think first to identify them, and then making them identifiable and recognizable enough in the composition so that the audience is able to enjoy this without having to be some sort of musical genius.
Yes.
Or having to know the whole musical alphabet.
Correct.
You know?
Correct. Oh, beautiful.
And Sonu does a good job of translating
Adhering to
emotion,
it. Yes, yes. It's as if it were made
for this
for
song
this,
specifically.
yeah. Look at that shot.
That's class.
Aww.
A beaver.
A what?
A beaver. Castor.
Oh my god, can I please show you a visual of a
No.
beaver?
I want to keep watching.
That is-
Later. Please.
How can you get your animals so wrong?
Oh,
That is not a beaver.
I'm only joking. I know that's not a beaver. I know that's
What
definitely
is it?
alpaca.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Somebody save him! Oh my god. He's serious, by the way.
Oh, roly poly. That's sick.
No, it's the freaking sound.
Oh, we got an introduction to reggae too?
Absolutely stunning.
Right.
That is fantastic. Come on!
course, that's the perfect scene to sort of depict this. Again, this is kind of the benefit that we have on the podcast, that we can't really go in depth. Go left, right? So about 15 seconds. Yeah, so you'll start to see the introduction of the guitar, right? Just playing the last three strings of the first three strings of the guitar. Just to hear that pinging and that kind of shining through, right? And then he gets exemplified. He first gets introduced auditory, right? Yes. So press play. Pause. Then he gets introduced through the glare of the earrings. Yes. Right? So it's the first time we're seeing the connection. Again, just a minute detail, but he adds the idea that what I'm listening to, my other senses are also being stimulated by. So before it was just a solo experience of my ears, now it's obviously visual.
And the wonderful thing about this type of details is that when you're watching them, your brain assimilates all of it and lets you understand it straight away. But it's only after you take conscious thought of it that you realize that, wait a minute, why do I relate
it's like
the glare of the earring with the sound of the guitar? That makes no sense.
Yeah, but perhaps the train thought for most people isn't that. Perhaps the train of thought is just becomes such an impactful scene.
It's like,
well, that's my favorite scene, and it's like you think that's just your favorite scene because that's what you feel now, dog.
It's all thought through.
Yeah, it's all because all of these different elements and components have been composed in a specific manner. Yeah. Not to be redundant with the word component composed, but you know what I mean. And sort of made in a specific manner so that they spark this type of emotions and they might become your favorite. But then he goes into this, right? So he proceeds, there's still the pinging.
Look at the outfit.
And now we've transitioned to the last three strings of the guitar to create more bass and resonance, because you are now supported in the scene. She's no longer alone. It's now much more of a resonant moment. And ironically enough, I mean, Sonu Nigam doesn't have the deepest voice in the world, but the resonance of the actor who is trying to be portrayed, the thickness of his neck, the girth of his body,
the protection that it actually implies,
the thickness of the rocks behind us and the magnitude of things, it starts to recreate this feeling of doom, doom. You're amping up the bass just to create. And again, I'm probably using less technical terms because I think the whole point of this is not just to, I guess, the worst thing we could do as we review something, and I could be wrong, but I guess it's like show off knowledge or try to make things so fucking unable to understand for someone who may not know anything, that it becomes so unbearable. And at least that's what I hate at sometimes when I watch some of the some other really, really smart people. It's like, I may understand things, but it's like, how the fuck, what's the word? And I guess that's what we're striving for at some point. Hopefully one day we'll get to that level. But it's like true mastery of something is when you're able to explain some really complex matter in really simple words.
Yes, I agree.
So I'm sure because we also have a lot of music heads on the channel, like people who really, really
understand music
people like Jubin who watch the channel, and that guy's a fucking genius when it comes to music, dude. Yes. Genuinely, I don't think that many people know that about him, but that guy is so well literate in music.
Yeah, tune in. You'll be
off camera, and I don't think we really dwelled that deep on camera. I don't think we did it
enough justice.
So we will get a chance hopefully to speak to him again at some point. Yes. He's always welcome. But yeah, the vast knowledge of music, and also the vast knowledge of music someone like Sonu Nigam and A.R.Rahman might have, coming from Indian classical, then also traveling just around India, and you get so many different scales and so many uses of
it's like different interpretations of music itself.
Yes.
So I think that's what's so wonderful about this specific idea of the podcast per se, that you get to understand the intricacies within one single country. Imagine what the world has to offer. So that's some of the fantastic things.
A.R.Rahman's videos always turn into this.
They just become such a stimulus experience. They're hard to just bypass them.
We once reviewed a A.R.Rahman composition. It took 40 minutes and then the video got blocked.
Oh yeah.
It was oh my god. But anyways,
fingers crossed.
Fingers
crossed. Okay, continue. These are actually in the moment shot transitions.
Ah,
See the intimacy with the absolute nothingness in the track. That is so clever.
fantastic.
Oh. Keep it to the heartbeat. Keep it to the percussion. Ah.
Again, the introduction of much more
The melodic aspect of things.
yes, and instead
Yes.
of resonant, we go a bit more
Brighter.
brighter with sounds, and we see the brightness and shine in her eyes, and her facial expression change from much more serious tone to a pleasing, somewhat pleasurable and enticed to look. To a certain extent, you could even make it even more beyond what it is, but aroused. All his senses have become heightened. So
And all the focus, if you pay attention, it's in that particular moment of intimate touch
Yep.
that is so refined and so tastefully done,
Yeah,
right?
that's-
So like from the focus and the angle of the camera to the musical composition of it and the acted interaction between the two. This is so
that's the true interpretation of intimacy, though, to a certain extent.
yes, is
Ups
the
and
tiny
downs, brightness, darkness, resonance.
and it's the tiny things that intertwine the couple.
Mm.
Is the small details that one another, the unspoken communication, right? So those are the moments that really become genuine in camera, and that they only come to fruition with brilliant directing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there are so many failed attempts across the globe.
Because this could really fall
finding-
flat.
Yes.
Genuinely.
And the song could be fantastic, but if the video isn't directed in the right manner, then all the magic goes out the window.
Yes, that's sick.
Oh, the scenery. This is why AR is so good, the fusion aspect of things. Wow. Yeah, she's like a mirage.
The muse.
Yes. Oh, the flute introduction is so beautiful. Okay.
That's fucking outstanding. That's
You see?
definitely one of the, it's probably more complex one we've seen so far.
Yeah, but it's worth it's like again if
like
you
award-winning shit.
if you haven't seen it or you haven't seen it in a long time, go back to it. Go back to it, listen to it, enjoy the fullness of the track, and not only the video, because the video is so stimulating and so brilliantly directed, but the musical composition. If you close your eyes, you see a display, and that instrumental layering, it's genius. It's
Fantastic.
not borderline genius. It is freaking genius.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
And the fusion of styles between genre and genre, it's actually quite hard to make it to do it justice.
Well, also it's hard to it's a hard track to describe, because I guess that's the difficulty when you become that sort of advanced at intertwining things and intertwining genres and things. Because at the end of the day, I think what the best composers and sort of best musicians in the world do is not create Indian music or Korean music or English music or
Yes.
Japanese music, French music. It's create music, and you take inspiration, you take influences, and you create them, and you muddle them, and you then take color from them, and then you introduce accidents and things, your own imagination, your own inspiration, and create something. And that something is what we call as music. It's just, it's so much easier for the market and to sell stuff to categorize it. But it should be like this, in the sense of there are some reggae influences, there are instrumentalizations that are more orchestral, there are specific sections which remind me a little about some aspects of Indian classical, both Carnatic and classical from the north. So there are specific senses of West and East.
And if you want to really
Caribbean
know,
feel to it. It's bizarre.
exactly, if you want to know for sure if a composition is good, is when you feel satisfied and you actually don't think about the changes in the composition.
Right.
Like when you don't have to think hard of a song. You just know that it's great, and if you feel it within your being.
Well, that's how you consume music,
And then
right?
and there, that's a brilliant composition, because when you start to dissect things, or when you start to like notice certain aspects of the song, they become highlighted in your mind. You are using your conscious brain. You are, really thinking through the song. But when you listen to the song and the song depicts a picture, the literal feeling comes alive, and you don't have to think about it. It's like an unconscious, innate movement thing in your brain. Then that's it. That's a great composition.
That's a feeling.
Right?
That's the feeling, yeah.
It's a feeling, and it's something that there really can't be. There aren't really words to portray that, or really capture the emotion itself.
I don't know who scammed me, bro. I thought Orepia means my beloved.
But I think there are many ways. Many people have told you that there are many ways to say my beloved.
They never said that. Saathiya.
Saathiya.
Yeah, because when I discovered that word, my DMs were exploded with that.
Orepia.
Yeah, and people explaining how they use it, and obviously, I guess some people were memeing and telling me they would, instead of saying hello, and it's just Orepia. You know, and then they'll be like, I'd like you to watch this, or nice shirt in the previous video or something.
Orepia.
Yeah, or here's a picture that YouTube blocks, that Instagram blocks to protect you.
Okay.
It does that. I can't look at pictures too much.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't let me.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Anyways, it goes like this: Saathiya, my beloved, your lightly drenched daughter, my beloved. Oh, hearing me.
Daughter. It says laughter.
Laugh.
Oh my god!
Even I think I made a face of what the fuck did I just read? Your lightly drenched laughter, my beloved. Own hearing that, I thought that was an H. Wow, I'm thinking fucking either tired or dyslexic. I drank
Maybe both.
I drank all of it.
Why are you pausing? Oh, look away! No! That's a terrible pun. Wow.
May you always keep smiling. May your lipstick of shines bloom on your neck below the hair. I would have loved a fucking comma. May morning and evening be found. May you always keep smiling, comma. May your lipstick of shines bloom on your neck below the... Shyness bloom on your neck below the hair. Okay?
May morning and evening be found. May your fragrance the smile. What? That makes
May
no
your
sense.
fragrant smile always remain and keep blooming. You see, right? Rather difficult to read when there's no
Difficult
fucking
to
punctuation.
Correct.
Please, someone make a compilation of me complaining about compilations about grammar and punctuation.
Wow, you really are jacked, bro.
But what's up with me?
Wearing yellow.
Yeah, you can go, to be fair. Fuck off, go on.
Wearing yellow sunlight. Don't go in the gardens. All the bees will tease you. Oh, okay. That's actually quite terrifying. Thank you for saying that. Continue. Don't go in the flowers. Laugh lightly once again. Oh, there's a comment there. Laugh once again in a lovely way. Just like freshly fallen leaf. Oh, how nice. I never thought of fallen leaves as brightly smiling. They always seemed kind of like doom. Like
No, they go like this though, don't they?
Change.
They go like this. They create a smile when they fall, don't they?
Right.
Yeah.
You see? What a beautiful picture.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Lying on the green lawn, there are 7 colors of the spring, wrapped in a single style of yours. Oh, that even rhymed in English. The clouds and the rain are due to you. Keep smiling in all the seasons. Keep laughing lightly. Ha 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 ha. I love it! Continue. My beloved. Your lightly drenched laughter. Continue. Okay, this just brings me back to like reading poetry days. Please read it.
Go on, you're doing good. I thought you were gonna be really bad because you can't read.
No, they're pretty nice. Size
That makes it sound like Vale
letters.
can't read, like she's illiterate, which is nothing bad with it. You can always learn how to read. But I thought because your glasses.
Yeah, I am actually pretty blind, but these are nicely sized.
Go on.
Sometimes on the blue skies. Now I'm gonna F it up. May we go for a walk. If we find a cloud, then fall on on the earth like rain. Your earrings have moved. The moment of the earrings, you see. At times the night is shining. At times the evening is blooming. I love the poetry. In the refuge of your hair, may my nights pass. Okay. From your black eyes, she has green eyes, by the way. May some shining conversation start. In exchange for one smile of yours, take my earth, take my sky. Wow, this is pretty full. May there be snowfall in the valley. May you be wrapped in wool. May there be snow, okay, and may your laughter echo. May you be wrapped in wool.
So a little alpaca that they saw.
That is not an alpaca.
They're gonna skin it.
Efra,
I think you have to. No, it's a llama. I know it's a llama. It's a llama though, isn't it? It's a sheep. Oh fuck! I was so confident. Oh god damn it! I was so confident. I kept saying to the camera while you were looking away like I know what it is.
Efra, you are a menace to the world.
Very tough. Very tough.
Yes, very tough.
Oh, Sonu Nigam again. What year is this?